up? My name is Emmy Lou and I've been a medium for 7 years now.
Have you ever had something scare you and you're just like 100% that was a ghost, that's a demon, it's demonic and I'm scared and I don't know what to do? Well, this is the video for you.
So over the last 7 years of being a medium, I've noticed I usually have one common question. And that is basically, why are they trying to scare me? So there's a lot of instances where I think things are a little miscommunicated with the spirit realm. I've always had experiences my entire life with dead people. Yeah, I've had a lot of wacky things. And until I started practicing my mediumship and understanding the spirit realm a little bit more and communicating instead of and running, things became a little bit less scary. If you have been to my channel before, you are going to hear me repeat this. If somebody was an asshole while they were alive, they're probably an asshole when they're dead. So if you have come across this video because you are having a haunting in your house that is scaring the crap out of you, I'm going to give you some tips on what to do. So yeah, if it's an actual communicating spirit and not like residue energy or like an inhuman-ic spirit, which we'll get into that a little bit later in this video. If it's an intelligent spirit, an intelligent haunting, then you can communicate with it. You can tell it to leave. You just have to tell them you don't want them there and mean it. You have to mean it, because my ass don't mean it most of the time. Something creepy happens to me and I'm like, can you do it again? If it's easy for you to not believe in something, that is the easiest route to go. If something is haunting you and making itself very known and scaring the crap out of you and your family or your children, you tell everybody it's not real. You need to just deny it, deny it, deny it. That spirit will eventually get the freaking gist and go. The only little icks with this one that can kind of, if you're one of those people that likes this stuff, which if you're on my channel, you'll probably like it. You're gonna have to take that step into communicating. Everybody on this earth can be a medium. It's not a special power that only some people have. It's just your choice whether or not you want to partake in it. So if you are like me and you like this stuff and you get a kick out of it and you're like, oh no, scared. And then later on, you're like, that was kind of fun. What if it happens again? A lot of people seek comfort in whatever religion they partake in. If I'm sensing any kind of negative energy that I don't want in my house, I know that I have my own personal light, my own personal power. So yeah, I kind of just tell them to fuck off is really what I do. So really, if it's an intelligent haunting, what you can do is ignore it. That usually helps because they just get nowhere. Or if you can't ignore it, the best thing to do is not let it scare you. Honestly, laugh. The best thing to do is to raise your vibration, because that internally will raise the energy around you to where if that's a negative kind of spirit, as soon as you bring up your vibration, they will not be able to communicate with you. Spirits got to communicate with you on the same level, or like you have to reach out to them and be like, hey, I'm trying to talk to you, you know? Or maybe you don't know, because that's why you're watching this video. I don't know. If you know, you know. If you know, you know. I don't know. Do I know? When it comes to like a residual haunting, it's a harder time to communicate because you more or less kind of like echo the past. You can't ignore it, and that can kind of help dissipate the energy of kind of showing itself and communicating with you. A lot of the times residual energies kind of happen when you least expect it, or if you are trying to see it. If you can't ignore something until it goes away, the best thing to do with residual energy is to figure out the story, know what happened, kind of like tune in, figure out what the hell is happening, why it's happening, maybe look into the history of the story. A lot of the times once you figure it out, it kind of dies down a little bit. They want somebody to see them and what happened to them, especially when it comes to like violent deaths with residual hauntings. Here's what most people think they have is like trickster spirits, inhuman spirits, demons, whatever you want to call them. Do I believe in demons? Technically, in a sense, yes. I don't know. I don't even know how to explain it to you guys. It's kind of like, it's usually energy portrayed from a person, like kind of like crystals. If you believe in that stuff, you get a little crystal and you're like, ah, good energy. I'm gonna put good energy in you, set it in this room, and now this room has good energy, and whenever anybody comes in here, they're like, wow, your house has good vibes, and you're like, yeah, it's my rocks. That kind of vibe. Sometimes people can put negative energy into things and spaces, and it's kind of like not intelligent. It's not a person that passed away trying to talk to you, but it's like living people. That's why when you go to like the Goatman's Bridge per se, that's a demon, demonic energy. but it's because all the stories were passed around and people go there and they all do like little weird rituals and they go there and talk about it, and they're putting that energy, manifesting that per se thing. So again, if you just don't put your energy towards that, it doesn't exist. There's nothing there unless you're like tuning into it. That's why like a lot of haunted places are so haunted, because it's so talked about, and a lot of the times they can be intelligent, but sometimes it's just everybody's energy going there with their stories, and you know, it just makes for a chaotic mess. When it comes to that stuff, I would say the best thing to do is I like to sage. I'm gonna be completely honest. I love saging. You don't have to use sage. You can use like different herbs. I'll list them right here. You also can bless things by yourself and your energy. Again, like how I stated earlier, you can kind of like bitch something out. Whatever feels right to you, whatever makes you think something's gonna like leave you alone, whatever makes you feel the most protected. It's a very like personal experience per person, whatever makes you the most comfortable. But you can bless the space around you by just using your voice, honestly. Say whatever feels comforting to you. Call upon a past loved one. Even pets. I've noticed a lot of pets that have passed down are really good protectors for people and can bring a lot of comfort to them when, you know, you get scared at night. A dog started barking right when I said that. Confirmation. Call upon your dead pet. It'll help. I don't know. That's just how I do things. I may be a little unconventional. Not everybody's going to agree with me, and that is completely fine. You are on your own path. Everybody in this life is on their own path, and you have to do with what resonates with you. I'm just giving you some thoughts of what I have seen helped other people and what helps me. Usually, most of the time when it comes to spirits, just telling them, hey, you're making me uncomfortable. They sometimes don't realize that they're scaring you, and they're like, my bad. I used to scare the shit out of myself as a kid, but I loved it. I loved ghosts. I was obsessed. I grew up in a very haunted house. Like, it's old. I'm not sure the exact year, but it's like historically protected because of how old it is. Alrighty guys, well, I am sending love, light, and happiness and good vibes to you. And I hope you guys have a wonderful day, afternoon, night, whenever you are watching this. Bye!